stuff. I'm David Tian, Ph.D., and in this video I'm going to answer the question, is it too soon to have a serious talk in your new relationship? Welcome to Man Up episode 160.
Masculinity for the intelligent man. I'm David Tian, Ph.D., and this is Man Up!
Hey, it's David Tian, Ph.D., and for over the past 10 years I've been helping hundreds of thousands of people in over 87 countries attain success in life and love and happiness and fulfillment. And here I am in Bangkok. This is Man Up episode 160, I believe. I'm going to have to double check that. It's been a while. We did longer talks. We, as in I, did longer talks, and we uploaded them to the channel. So make sure you check out our keynote talks, the longer ones. Been a tough week workout-wise, so my body's feeling it. I was supposed to work out today, but I decided to take a recovery day. And it's a Saturday. Very busy out here in Bangkok. Managed to find a little space here where it's not too noisy to shoot this video for you. And I'm answering a question from the Man Up Facebook group, which you should join. Man Up Facebook group from Davey. And he's got a long question. It's very long. I'm going to have to summarize this. And a shout out to the girl holding the camera. I get to use my own phone for this. It's the first time ever history of Man Up here. Hey everyone, been a part of the group for a few months now. I've seen great support here and really happy to be a part of the group. Well, thank you, Davey. Great to have you. I would like to get your advice about a 2-month relationship. Okay, let's keep that in mind, 2 months. At a little over 2 months, it's still a pretty new relationship, but things have moved along pretty quickly and we've become serious about a relationship. All right, so actually the first two, okay. We are pretty good when we are together in person. There's a lot of passion and intimacy. The struggles for me come when we are apart or when she wants to go off and do her own thing. She seems distant and usually waits for me to reach out to her during the week, usually by text message. I also feel that the level of affection isn't reciprocated. I send nice, sweet messages that aren't returned with the same emotion. Then he gets into this whole thing with horoscopes. I'm just going to avoid that because that would turn into a whole other thing. And the issue now is it's a freaking long message. So I'm going to try to summarize it. His real questions are the following. What would you suggest is the best? Okay, so basically, I'm summarizing the question for him. He is happy with the level of passion and intimacy when they're together, but he's not happy with the level of affection that she shows him over text messaging and phone calls when they're apart. Also, he's becoming more jealous and insecure over time. All right, this question is, what would you suggest is the best way to create some space, let the dust settle, and find a way to talk about my concerns of my emotional needs not being met? Okay, so his emotional needs are not being met. That's the main issue. And as time goes on in a relationship, what's the best way to gauge or pace the frequency of which we meet each other throughout the week? Or is this a sinking ship due to having too many obstacles, compatibility, language, culture, etc.? She is 36 and he is 32. Okay, I don't think we have enough information here. I'm going to try to, and then he has a long response in the comments. So I asked a question for clarification in the comments, and he's got this long answer. Thank you very much, Davey, for elaborating. As far as affection return, he says, sometimes she will say, I miss you, but seldom initiates the conversation about when we should meet next. She told me she was used to the guy taking the lead in most things in her past relationship. Well, if that's what she's saying, then that's what she wants. So she has her needs, you have your needs. So you have to meet her needs in order for her to meet your needs. So those are one of those things, taking the lead. But let's just get to the crux of it. I think I'm trying to keep this short. All in all, I've just sensed a lot of uncertainty or just no communication at all. She just listens to what I have to say and doesn't contribute. And it's exacerbated by a language barrier. So he's English-speaking white person in a Chinese-speaking country. When we talked about how we feel for each other, she told me she really likes being with me and thinks I'm gentle and kind. I want to ask her if she has concerns about the... Okay. Just seems like an honest conversation needs to be had to flesh out all the issues. But this would be maybe the third or fourth attempt to talk. She could be losing her patience, which sucks. Okay, so some of the issues he wants to talk about are, I want to ask her if she has concerns about the difficulty of me integrating with her other areas of her life because I don't speak Chinese. Okay, so Davey, here's the thing. You are uptight as fuck right now, 2 months in the relationship, and you want to have a serious talk with her to flesh out all the issues. So it sounds like, this is the sort of talk that you might hear among diplomats who want to sit down with other countries' ambassadors and flesh out all the issues. All right, so it's like you're trying to meet Duterte and like, hey, let's talk about the drug war. This is bullshit. Look, 2 months in the relationship, you're needy as fuck. You need therapy. What you also really need is my course on neediness, because This is, everything you're saying is just leaking. It's just not leaking, it's flooding. It's like there's so much neediness here that it's going to undermine everything. And what's happening is your neediness is causing her to be away from you, to want to be away from you and have her own space. And probably that's her personality already. So now it's exacerbated because you're really needy. You're trying to flesh out all the issues. And this is in 2 months, dude. 2 months, you've already had 3 or 4 attempts to do this. Way too serious, way too heavy right now. In the first 2 months, you're supposed to have fun. It's supposed to be natural. It's supposed to be fun. This does not sound fun. All of this stuff, I know what you're going to reply. You're going to reply, David, whenever we meet, we have a lot of fun. It's awesome. It's awesome. I don't believe that your version of fun is not what we're talking about in terms of fun. Because it sounds like if you've been with her for 2 months and you've been trying 3 or 4 times to have the talk as a dude, you're way over invested here and way needy. So, easy answer is get invincible. It's a course I did. It's basically like the anti-neediness course, best course ever, critically acclaimed. Get neediness, that will really help you eradicate your neediness. Get invincible, that will eradicate your neediness. I'm going to go get some water. I'm pretty parched right now, so I'm going to end this here. The summary is, Davey, that you're needy as fuck, you don't know it, and you're way too serious in this relationship. She's trying to maintain her distance because she's a normal, modern person and needs some time to get into it, but the more clingy you are, the more you push her away. And right now, you're really clingy. So you got to get that handled. Also, you've already acknowledged that you're jealous and insecure already in 2 months in, so you really need to get control of that neediness. And this is a self-esteem issue. It's deeper, what we used to be called inner game or limiting beliefs issues. It's your values and purpose issues. It's your passion issue. So again, I got a course called Invincible that takes care of that. Right now it's on waiting lists, but you can sign up for the waiting list. So to summarize, if you are, as a dude, within a 2 or even like a 1 or 2 month relationship, and you find yourself really wanting to have a serious, honest talk to flesh out the issues with her, then you're needy as fuck. If you're in the modern world, all right, you're needy as fuck. You need to get invincible, and that's the summary. All right, it's David Tian signing out. Thank you so much for watching. Join the private Facebook group. Click the link. Join the group. See you inside the group. Until then, man up.